She sure is a beauty. My Poecilotheria metallica Goody Sapphire Ornamental. You just can't get a prettier spider than that. Hi guys, John here. So I'm going to give a revised Caresheet video of my Stromatopelma Calceatum. I don't know if I actually did it, but it's quite an old video. Now thinking on it, I'll just give it a revised format. So here's Stromatopelma Calceatum, or people like to call it the s.cal. This is I would say about an inch specimen. I got this as a half an incher from Tarantula, Canada. They were selling them for about $30. So these are old world arboreals. So old world arboreals are kind of very dangerous tarantulas to own, especially this one. So why? Because these guys are ultra fast, and I mean they're faster than pokies. Pokies are really fast, but you gotta, if you see these guys, oh boy, watch out for these. Very aggressive. They actually show aggressive character. These types of spiders are fearless, so they stand their ground. So be sure not to upset them very greatly. And yeah, you don't ever try to handle one because you're gonna get bitten. And tell you, a bite from this guy is not pretty. So these are come from Africa. That's why they're called baboons. So their maximum size is about 5.5 inch. So if you saw like a fully grown adult female Caresheet maculata, they get about the same size. So they're really cool to look at. They're kind of a brownish in color, as you can see the legs. They have black markings. I don't know if you can see my specimen very well. I don't want to film it too much because it's really fast. Let me get my light and we'll show it to you. So here, yeah, there it is. Pretty colorful, you know. These are pretty cool baboons to own, but they are meant for the experts only. You really got to own and keep tarantulas before owning such a species. So you can see it has pretty sophisticated web tunnels that they do. That's what most arboreal tarantulas do. So you got to keep it in a taller enclosure. So as a sling, it's perfect in a large pill vial jar. And I guess as a juvenile, you can keep it in a similar candy container that you can get from the grocery store. So this is how I keep my juvenile Caresheet maculata, the Togo starburst baboon, which you can actually see. She's right there. So these are pretty similar. They like it dry, so I probably miss it about once a week. And always keep a water dish. And they're pretty easy arboreals to keep. Pink toes are kind of tricky because they have they're more tolerable to humidity. But these guys, since they're in Africa, they like it dry. So all you need to know is they're faster, pretty dangerous, probably one of the most potent venoms that you can find in all tarantulas. Also, the whistling spiders from Australia are pretty potent too. So, in other words, just don't handle them and just be really careful when you transfer one. So probably I'm going to make a video once she grows into a juvenile and put it in here. This used to be my Armenia tank. All I have to do is get a log, put it right here, and then transfer to the spider. And before I go, I have green bottle blue in here. This is a 2.5 inch female. Oh, 2.5 inch unsexed. I don't know if it's a female or not. That's cool. Then you have Stromatopelma Armenia. And let's see. Oh yes, I'd like to show you my Poecilotheria ornata before. You can see how really green it is. This is what a mature, well, this is what an immature male looks like of Poecilotheria ornata. Kind of playing with fire here by opening up the cage so you can actually see the green. And it's really strange for Poecilotheria ornatas to have such a green tinge to them. usually the females, you can actually tell from females and males that the females have a slate gray to them. Yeah, so that's an indication of a male. So that's upsetting. And you can see how you love Poecilotheria patterns. You can see the yellow warning legs, which is awesome. The fasciata has the most yellow patterns that I ever seen. Cool. And let's see, is my versicolor out? Oh yes, she is. It's been a while that I haven't updated this tarantula. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Adult female, 5 inches. Don't like to touch this one. She's pretty bitey. As you can see here, I'm going to go a close-up of her. This is Tetra, my adult female Antilles pinto. I got a molt from my Psalmopus reduncus, which is the Costa Rican orange-mouthed tree spider. I don't know if you can actually see the spider, but yeah, she's there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the web bed. She webbed herself a lot, and the molt is here. So I'm going to have a surprise new tea possibly either tomorrow or next Friday. So I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to spill the beans. So I'd rather have a really cool video about that. So stay tuned either tomorrow or next Friday when I get the new tarantula. I'm not sure when I'll get it, but I'll make a great video and it will be tea number 58. Sweet.